Welcome to episode 9G of the Climate, Trees, and Legacy video series. I'm Connie Barlow. This episode is a site visit to the northernmost wild redwood forest. It's in the southwestern corner of Oregon, up a side creek of the Chetco River. Now, all videos in episode 9 pertain to the Coast Redwoods and giant sequoias of California. When and where are these two native tree species of California going to need help in moving north, moving poleward, as the climate continues to warm? That's the thread. I began posting videos in this Redwood Giant Sequoia series in August of 2017. Today is November 5th of 2019. All 5 of those episodes that I made in 2017 were surveys of old horticultural plantings of these two California trees. The conclusion: both species grow well in the Pacific Northwest, but only coast redwoods will naturalize there. That is, not only can they make seeds, but they can disperse those seeds such that next generations establish on their own with no human help, as long as there's a viable forest around them rather than sidewalks, streets, and a mowed lawn. Cones of the giant sequoia require a hotter autumn than you can find here in coastal Pacific Northwest. Perhaps even a fire to open the cone scales and loosen the seeds. A lot of people do plant giant sequoias in Portland, Seattle, and surrounding areas. They actually grow quite well in our very dry summers, much better than the coast redwoods can grow in dry sites. But they cannot disperse any seeds. So, this episode is only about the coast redwoods, and it is episode 9G, and it's about my visit to the Chetco River of southwestern Oregon, which is the northernmost grove, wild grove of redwoods that can be found in the USA. Here's another map view of coast redwoods' native range. This species is found along the coast because in dry seasons, notably the summer in California, these tall trees absolutely depend on fog, marine fog creeping inland, largely at low elevations. Redwoods are able to extract water from the fog as it condenses into droplets on their leaves. No fog, no more redwoods. Absent dependable year-round rains, they absolutely must have fog. So I and my husband, Michael Dowd, made a site visit to this Chetco River wild redwood grove on September 29th, 2019. I looked for redwoods along a mile-long, well-maintained trail called the Redwood Nature Trail. Here is how it's described. The northernmost naturally growing redwoods are in the Chetco River watershed in Oregon, about 11 miles north of the California border. A few miles south, about 8 miles from the border, is the northernmost redwood trail in the Siskiyou National Forest, right next to Loeb State Park. The trail loops through an attractive, lush grove of small to medium-sized redwoods interspersed with Douglas fir, with an understory of tan oak, huckleberry, ferns, salal, and rhododendron. The entire grove appears to be unlogged, likely making it the northernmost old-growth redwood grove, although in places the redwoods are very small. Now, I got to insert this. The fact that there are small redwoods there, that is, that there's next generations being produced, makes my heart sing. You'll hear me in this video where I'm just beside myself with joy for seeing small ones. Because when I'm in California, I don't see the small ones. I don't know if they're capable of reproducing in California anymore. Anyway, continuing. Interestingly, no redwoods at all grow on the banks of the Chetco River. Now, that's wrong. You'll see I did find some, but certainly the old ones and the lush growth are in this deep, cool river canyon, creek canyon, side creek to the Chetco River. And as you climb the hill, the redwoods get larger and more numerous. Normally it's the opposite, with the largest redwoods at the lowest elevations. I can't say that's true either, just from my experience. Normally, it's wherever there's good fog, and sometimes the fog lingers longest slightly uphill, maybe up 500 feet, 700 feet, something like that. All right, let's start the video survey. You'll be hearing my voice all along the way, and sometimes my husband, Michael Dowd, will be making an appearance to show a redwood or some other plant of interest. Let's get started. There's a little creek on the north side of the Chetco River. That dark reddish-brown on the left there. Young tree, that's a redwood, as is this right here. They don't grow along the Chetco River, but this is a very cool, narrow canyon in here. So this is Redwood Trail, 1.1 mile loop, and we're going to take a look at the northernmost unlogged redwoods here in America. All three of these are redwood seedlings. Young, you can see the basils here that have been cut back because this is along the trail. And there's another one over here, a redwood. There's another one right there, a redwood. And there's a little one right in the center of the picture, very little. So, oh my gosh. Here are babies. Babies. Look at this. Right along the edge of the trail. Baby redwoods. It's a big leaf maple there. Gosh, what is that? Normally Sitka spruce. I'll have to look and see. Oh my God, that's a huge redwood back there. Straight back, right in the center. I see a Sitka spruce over there. Oh, look it. We got a couple redwoods right here. Oh my gosh, look at the little baby. Oh, look at this. We got a little baby nurtured by this polysticium fern. Look at that. Oh my God. More babies. More babies. Oh. Okay, I've got to look some more. We've got right here the smallest, babiest maidenhair ferns I've ever seen. Here's another one, kind of coming up there, here with the redwood sorrel. But it was right over here that I saw, look at that, the redwood being nurtured under this polysticium fern. And two redwoods back there. And some more. A lot of baby redwoods. So here's some cones. Still just in that same area along the trail, because I was looking around all these seedlings. Where's the mother lode? Well, we just collected a bunch of cones here. And here's the mama tree. Right here. Right here. Big redwood. We've also got one across the river. Can't really see it here. But what I wanted to stop for here, turning around, there's a part of the trail I was just walking on before. But look at this. In some of the polysticians, I've seen long basils coming from somewhere and going low on the ground. But this is absolutely a seedling here, right here. I've looked at the base of this, and it's not coming out of anything. So, I'm going to keep looking for more. That's the paved road straight far in the center there. Kind of a big pathway to the picnic table, and then the trail came up this way. But here's the creek. Here's the creek. Beautiful ferns. Here's a bridge. Another group of maidenhair ferns. A lot of polysticiums here. And that's the one that had cones underneath it. Little tan oak shrub right in the center. Here's another big redwood. Here's the little creek. And the bridge I've just come from. Creek straight down through there, following the trail. Big mossy rock. Here's the redwood I was just looking at. And the one that was producing cones is straight in the center there. Lots of ferns. Ooh. Let's keep looking. So that's Michael hugging an incredible Sitka spruce. I'll go up quickly here. Still very much alive. See, we're getting towards sunset there. So, looking east. A lot of little tan oak shrubs along the trail here. And there's a redwood right here. Looks really healthy up there. So I'll look for cones right next to it. That's got to be a Dougie fir. And I don't see any young seedlings in here. That's a tan oak. But we'll keep looking. Michael was in there. I thought that was a Sitka spruce. No, it's definitely a redwood. Here's another redwood straight in there, and for sure this is a redwood with quite a burn in it. Still alive. This has been here for a while. This is not new growth, okay? This has been here. The trail goes up. Let's keep looking. Little tan oak on the right, little fern. And right in the center there, that's a little baby Douglas fir, little Dougie. And there's another even smaller one right over here. Just came from the trail down there. Look at all the redwoods right here. Another one in front. And I just want to show, here's the logging going on. Right in the center, really big redwood there.
Number 13.
Yeah, oh yeah, by number 13. Coming around here, Michael is standing, where's the top of that one at? And show us the base. So that is absolutely a seedling, and
about 3.5 feet deep, 3.5 feet tall.
Yeah, all right. This section of trail looks like about 100% redwood to me. Those are anything close is little basils. I can't trust that they're seedlings at all. But look at these stems. redwoods. Right along the trail. There's a trillium in the center. I forget what this is.
So we just were walking this path, and there's hundreds, thousands of seeds of cones, like every square meter there's another 100 cones.
All right, and it could be coming from, look at this beautiful group here.
Oh yeah, it's definitely
of a redwood in the center, older redwood in the center, and look at those basils that have grown up around it. Looping back, crossing a second bridge. And I'm just stopping here for this gorgeous set of a big one in the center and then basils going up. So there's that same set of basils, old basils, but right in the center here, this is a sapling coming up on its own here. Here's another one over here, smaller. There's a couple more over in there. Right along the trail, here's a set of 3 clones, and there's a 4th one coming out there. Another big one there, and Michael for scale. And these are all still alive. Up at about the highest spot on the trail, right off the trail, is this beauty. As Michael said, cones all over the trail. Still alive, everything alive. It's looking back and down towards the creek. And looking a little further down the trail, down towards the creek. This looks like a rhododendron over on this side here. Oh, and there's one behind me right here. Everybody healthy. Here's the main creek here, and I'm taking a picture because this is a very, very steep ravine in here. Here's a little redwood seedling getting towards sapling, coming out of the sword ferns, and given its location, how far away it is from here, I would imagine it originated as a seedling. We're getting into some more saplings here. That red right in the center, but there was one to the right of it as well. Let's see if we see more along this trail. Michael's on the trail. We're now at the part where this is a north-facing slope here. And there's some big ones in here, but also I would think this is seedling in here. This one, there's one right back from here, sapling, but there's certainly no old stump that it's coming out of. So I think we're into the area here. Again, this is a north-facing slope where with some openness they can get started, and perhaps with the help of some ferns or oxalis. I don't know if oxalis has the same mycorrhizae. Be interesting to find out. Okay, still on the north-facing slope here. A lot of redwoods around, and there's an opening here. And right there, smack dab, we put it so the big redwood is behind it. This for sure is a seedling coming up. No base there at all. Here's a lovely, tall, reaching for the sky one right in the center, a sapling. As I go down, we'll be able to see it better. Look how straight that is, coming up in a very, very open area, still on this north-facing slope. Getting back down towards the end of the trail, looking down towards where the river area is. This for sure is not a basal growth of anything. It's a young redwood. Here's a great number of red young stems, not basals, but young stems, getting down into the cool of the creek. Again, north facing here. Here's where I initially came up the trail and saw the seedlings, and I'm starting to think that if you get into a place where it's wet enough to support the maidenhair ferns, as we have right here along the trail, that maybe this is a place where the seedlings can grow. Here are a number right in here. And then some older ones back here. And also along here, that one right in the center, I prodded down and I could find that its stem right at the ground level was coming straight out of the ground. It wasn't coming out of anything else. So these are seedlings. These are seedlings here. And that little creek dumps into the Chetco River. Sunset there on that west-facing slope. You can see right here along the trail where high water is eating away. And right here I can smell the lovely smell of a multi-stemmed California bay. No redwoods right along the river. We were walking along the Chetco River here trying to find a place for Michael to go in. You see that trunk there? Right in the center, the straight one. Right in the center. What attracted me was I looked at it. Actually go out to this one, it'll be easier to see. We got ourselves a redwood. A little further down the road, I noticed this characteristic leaf shape here. And in the darkness, here's the river right straight through there. The easiest way to tell is look at those shed golden branchlets. We got redwoods here.